Okay, so today I want to have a kind of I guess a brief conversation about name calling. This sounds like
slurs.
kind of a pre-K special, but yeah, racial slurs. Um, and basically, all right. So I listen to a radio show. I'm pretty sure you've heard me say this a lot of times. I listen to the Breakfast Club, and I like listening to the Breakfast Club. But recently, you've been hearing me say I'm kind of don't want to listen to them anymore because they're getting like way too SJW, way too politically correct and like crap like that. Like they're on the either the bandwagon or the fact that their job will be affected if they don't go along with the crap. But it's really starting to get on my nerves. But anyway, but at the same time, I kind of disbelieve this because one of our favorite, Charlamagne God, like the favorite of the group, he actually been saying this for a while anyway. So I guess I don't believe. I guess it is actually in his like his ideals. But anyway, just get directly into it. Yesterday they had a segment, which they basically just asking white callers to call them to denounce the white quote unquote or quote unquote. I don't really know what the hell to call them because I didn't look into it yet. The whole issue with the Charlottesville thing over the weekend, and a few callers actually they called in to agree, but didn't fully commit to what Charlamagne wanted them to. And actually, I think they got into a little word scuffle with one of the last callers. This guy that was basically saying, "Yeah, I disagree with the quote unquote white supremacy, hating black people and calling them this and a third, whatever. But you don't have to call them white crackers and stuff like that." And I think like one other caller also was like kind of annoyed that they kept calling white cracker and stuff like that. And I agree. And then also fast forward to today, they were had a special guest. I mean, they had a thing, their segment of tell them why you mad, tell them why you blessed, in which they're mentioning a white female called in, basically saying the similar thing, because so far these three people I'm talking about, these three white Caucasian Americans, agreed upon there should not be any hate, there should be togetherism and crap like that, but at the same time they're like being annoyed that other white people, or including them, were being called, I don't know, other white people, not them, being called white crackers. Which I understand that you'll still, no matter what your, not no matter, but for the most part, whatever your people do, you'll still stick up for them. That's still with blacks too, and the sad thing with blacks too, they stick up for the wrong black people, in fact. The gangsters, the hoodlum, the idiot, the hoes, hookers, etc. They stick up for the wrong people, but they tear down the right people, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah,
but anyway,
evil tends to stick together for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, even the good people still try to shelter the damn bad people. But anyway, and
this is why I don't like good like that, because the problem with good is good has a habit of doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
So
that's the problem with good.
Can we call them good?
Not really.
Can we call them a shade of light, a shade of darkness?
Yeah,
So
we both grew up watching movies, right? We all
Yeah.
see the whole good versus evil dynamic in movies.
Yeah.
And always the good guys try to show, okay, I want to help the bad guy regardless. Like, no, you crush your enemy, dummy. You don't help him. He put himself in a position, crush him. I show him mercy, he'll come to the good side. Okay, believe that.
Yeah, Goku, Batman, something.
Yeah, y'all start killing your enemies and quit showing them mercy.
But at the end of the day, they're not the judge and executioner, especially in Batman's case. I understand why they do that. They need to be
on a moral high road.
Not necessarily. Like, Batman is strictly like, no, they need to be judged by the core of their peers and stuff like that. Like, they need to go to prison because he's not an executioner. Most Batman, not all Batman, because there's different versions of them, whatever, but most of them. And then Goku is actually, for Dragon Ball Z, he is actually being a high ground a-hole. Not a-hole, but a high ground, like, I'm better than you because my moral compass is better than yours. Which I'm kind of one of those guys. But anyway, and then who else? John Cena from wrestling. Like, these people are, I mean, granted, they don't kill people in wrestling on purpose. In this case, so it's a separate thing. Yeah, so in that, yeah, they love more high ground, but I understand what you're saying, like crush the enemies. But anyway, going back to this thing, yeah, keep it like at this case, I can actually say both races do the same thing. They not big up, but they stand up or shield the not good or the what is it? The undesirables. The undesirables in a race. Like, and then it's even worse because black people do it way worse than white people. Black people with shelter, like I said, the hookers, the thugs.
Yeah, we protect our evil.
Yeah, with a gold shield, way more than we protect the intelligent people. We actually hit the intelligent people with the golden shield, and we protect the pants sagging, dread wearing idiots, hair hatted hooligans.
That's because we need a squad of thoroughbred righteous brothers in the hood, man. Somebody who ain't got no problem taking these dudes and these chicks out, with an iron fist. Now, my thing is this: something like that come up in the hood, you got these brothers, actually really cleaning out house like that. What would the hood do? Fight back?
That is actually good. I don't know.
Like, we destroy everybody who's destroying you. That was my son. Well, you know what? God gonna take care of him now.
That is a good question. Huh.
So imagine a group of dudes wearing all black armor with gold gold like sabers and shields and stuff, and golden guns, just slaying all the dudes that done wrong in the hood and stuff like that. All the chicks out there thotting around. All the dudes out there, calling themselves hustlers, say they struggle rappers, laying up with chicks and stuff, getting them pregnant and leaving, and just putting a stop to all that mess.
That is a good question.
And they have another team that builds hydroponic gardens, that they can feed the hood and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you have to sell dope and steal from companies and crap like that.
An auxiliary team that protects the hood. So you got the first wave that take out the riffraff, the second wave that actually builds up, like food and provisions, and the third wave that protects.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I don't think it's going to get past the first wave. I think they're going to still shelter the damn pants sagging dreadheads and the freaking.
I think black people need to be scared to the point of submission, because the thing is, too much crap is actually being allowed to go on, and really needs to be a task force of black men, thoroughbred black men with some hardcore military training who has no problem launching all-out assaults on these type of neighborhoods. Show them that, listen, this won't be tolerated, and if it keep being tolerated, we will just abruptly just destroy these neighborhoods. We'll go straight Old Testament on you.
They're not. They're definitely, especially nowadays, man, that's not going to happen.
It ain't, because too many black men who trying to say, wait, I'm a righteous black man. They too scared to pull that off. It's about that God did with it. Like, you know what? If God gave man dominion on the planet, whatever probably goes on earth is man's fault. It ain't God's fault.
Yeah.
People don't want to take responsibility. See, everybody want to sit there or run the guy. Well, God said, listen, you in the driver's seat. If this car crashes, it's on you. It ain't on me. I'm not in it.
Yeah, and then the whole PC culture that we're stuck in now. Yeah, so definitely not going to happen. Yeah, but going off from there, so enough about the Breakfast Club. The thing that I had issue with is the fact that they kept calling the cracker or cracker whatever. Speaking of that, it's annoying because at the end of the day, black people call
white cracker. Listen, every time they say white cracker, I'm not thinking about racism. I'm thinking about food. I mean, I'm thinking about a box of saltine crackers and how that mess will go good right now with some cheese.
That's what I always thought when I heard that growing up, like the Jeffersons and crap like that.
Yeah.
But it turns out it was the cracker as a whip cracking across a slave's back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's takes it to a different level of ouch.
Yeah. That still doesn't make no sense.
I don't know, and I don't understand how that became an insult. But since we're on the subject of insults, how on earth are we allowing this crap to happen like this? It's this hypocriticism. Some black people are on this stupid crap of calling every black female and male kings and queens, mainly females queens, mainly because most of the time we would hear a black person call another black female queen, and then we would hear another black dude either in the right or wrong way call them the N-word, either with the ER, but most of the time with the AS at the end, constantly. So why does the females get to be called queens, but the men have to be called the N-word?
That's like me walking up to a chick, that's like, she said, I'm a queen, I catch her by the throat, say, denounce your throne. You sexy daddy. Okay. It's not.
It's not gonna work.
It ain't. Some of these chicks, they mind that messed up. You can't do stuff like that to them because it turn them on.
Yeah. That's not gonna work.
They be thinking like, you know, this is assault, not BDSM.
They watch 30 Shades of Grey or whatever, 50 Shades of...
I haven't seen that movie. I only heard about it, and what I heard about it, it's weird. That sounds like something that should be on, I guess, Cinemax or something like that.
Cinemax.
Yeah.
I heard it wasn't that sexual intense, so that's what I was like, yep.
You said it wasn't?
It wasn't. That's what I heard. Didn't watch it.
So Eyes Wide Shut could have been more sexually intense than that.
I've heard of the movie, never seen it either.
You never seen Eyes Wide Shut?
No. Which is surprised because I see every movie. I got a lot of old movies I gotta watch. So
when you get an opportunity, you and your girl watch that movie together.
I'm pretty sure she watched it already.
But still, you and her watch it together. Just do it. That's all I gotta say.
Oh man, but all right. But anyway, the thoroughbred thing's not gonna work because we already have too many people hypnotizing this N-word. It's not even king anymore. Because also the fact Charlamagne was the female, going back to the whole conversation you had between the chick, the white lady, she was like, yeah, why do you call us that? Or why'd you call them that? And also, she grew up in a certain place, and that, instead of calling them that, you don't have to call them that. How do I don't need to re-listen to it again, because basically, he was saying that, we call each other kings and queens, and I'm like, no, don't do that. And gods, he's like kings, queens, and gods. No, stop. First of all, no, stop. Because what was it? What's one of the definitions is God is creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, granted, you create kids, whatever. But at the end of the day, God's created us. So if you believe in that, yeah. So we destroy a lot of things. So that's probably accurate. All right, okay. I will let you. You can get away with calling each other God. That's fine. God and goddesses. That's fine. You create creatures of destruction. Perfectly fine. Do not call your freaking selves kings or queens.
Yeah,
that's a different definition in itself.
Yeah, because besides, to me, a king or queen, that's not a high rank anyway. I mean, because we talking about an emperor. Emperor, to me, outranks a king. Because emperors actually control kings. Kings are just being no more than just a governor at best.
Damn.
So as far as I'm a king, I'm descended from royalty, that doesn't mean anything, bro. Besides, the world is not even into monarchy like that. So yeah, that means absolutely nothing.
We said this before, but it's still just annoying to me of how hypocritical it is, because I'm seeing being hypocrites, being freaking hypocrites, because you call each other the N-words day and night, whatever, and then you call some white people or all white people crackers, and you get mad at them for using the N-word back. That doesn't make any... Because the lady also said the same thing.
I don't know if you heard this before, but yeah, they call themselves N-words, like you say, but they got a new thing, some of the ones that's into more comedic way of thinking, the whole Nuwapians, what they call Naga, which is pretty much the word from the Hebrew language that will mean serpent.
Serpent?
Yeah, someone first one said they call themselves Netters or Nagas. I've
heard the funny thing, Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually has a card, and it's actually a snake. So no, when you said that, I was like, that doesn't sound familiar. I had an old Yu-Gi-Oh! Card that's a snake monster, and it's one of the words in the card name is called Naga.
Yeah, because Naga means snake.
Wow. Yeah, so you idiots want to call yourselves snakes, which, at the end of the day, kind of proves to be true because you guys are snakes.
So someone, instead of concept Nagas, they meant concept Netters, which pretty much is a command way of saying God. So if they're not saying it in English, they're trying to say it in some old throwback, what they think is the original language of Egypt. So what's up, my Naga? Calling me a snake, bruh? You gotta keep in mind, that thing, lost his legs and going around on his belly and with his head stomped on. I don't want to be that.
It's funny how just American black people try to come up with these damn names to call each other. Just call yourselves by your damn name, and please make a decent name, not something so ghetto and retarded.
Now, one thing I can say about black people, I can understand when we want to get back to our original culture, and because thing is, what people call what's the thing, Ebonics or ghetto, and how we go about things. It's actually our original culture and original dialect. It may seem like we don't know how to speak English. We got a good grasp on the language, but the thing is, our true dialect is just a little stronger than the English dialect. That's just all what that is. And when you see some of our ancient names, Our names, was literally words, everyday words. So for me to see a person who calls name a daughter